Hello friends, my name is Sonu Singh and you have already started watching me through this YouTube channel. So if you want to improve your English communication skill, then you need to understand that what is the right process to do this. Most of us have the English knowledge. If someone is speaking before us, we can understand it easily. But we face the problem when we try to speak something. So I can tell you one thing, that we speak our native language, our regional language, and that's why if you try to speak the English language, then we feel uncomfortable. We make ourselves uncomfortable. This is the situation that we don't often face it. And that's why even if you have the information, even if you have the good knowledge of English, you will find yourself completely blank and stuck. So that's why you need to follow the right process. And what is that right process? You need to believe that language is a game. It is not something that is possible for the superhuman beings only. When we listen somebody speaking amazing English, then we start making assumption that that person is of next level. And yes, speaking English is only possible for him. It is not possible for me. Someone have little bit courage, they take admission, and after some time they realize that yes, it is actually getting hard and it is not possible for them to speak fluent English. But you need to understand one thing, that anyone can do it. Because it is just a game, it is just a language. Like I can give you one example, that suppose you want to play cricket, and if you get a bat, if you get a ball, then you will never think twice that you cannot play it. You will give your 100% and you will be thrilled about it, because now you are getting the chance to play. The same thing should happen in English language also, that whenever you try to get a chance to speak, you need to push yourself, you need to be thrilled about it, because you have to learn it. It will help you at two fronts. First, you will be happy that you are making progress, and second, it will improve your eligibility. If you are a teacher and you are not able to speak English, then you will struggle. You will not be able to get the teaching job. That is the reality in today's situation. So yes, it is a game and you have to play it with your full heart. I was believing that, in my beginning, I was believing that I need to have the good command over language, because there was nobody to guide me, there was nobody to suggest me. So I tried really hard to go through all the grammar, and I can tell you that it took me 1 year, and in that 1 year of time, I came across grammar books and I learned it all. So yes, my grammar was very good, it was amazing, but I was not able to speak properly. Then someone suggested me that you have to work on your vocab. So I started preparing the vocab, and I was reading the newspaper, I was writing all the words in my copy, and that's how I prepared 10,000 words. I learned all the 10,000 words. I have the grammar knowledge, I have the 10,000 words, still I was not able to speak, because I was committing one mistake, and that was I was not practicing to speak. If you want to improve yourself, then you have to speak. We believe that it is only possible to have the good communication skill if we use the fancy words, if you use the words that is very having the terminology, but it is not good. If you see the greatest speakers, then they always try to keep their words very simple. They always try to make the sentences that is very easy to understand. And you have to follow the same thing. You have to use the simple and easy words and sentences, and if you somehow are able to do it, then your work is already done. You can have the maximum impact on the audience if you are using the simple sentences and simple words. So there's no need to run after using the heavy and using the fancy words. You just have to learn the simple words. I guess you already know all those words, because if I'll give you one example, that aaj bahut garmi hai, so you can translate it as it is very hot today. There's nothing special about it, there's nothing difficult about it. And I'm 100% sure that most of you can do it, can translate you. So why is it getting harder that when it comes to speak English, you feel stuck, our mind goes blank? It is only because of your hesitation. So we clearly understand that it is the hesitation that is stopping us from being the great speaker. So how can we work on our hesitation? There are a few methods that will be very beneficial, that will work magically to overcome your hesitation. And the first method is, you can talk to the mirror. There's a very famous saying that if you find out your real competitor, then go look in the mirror, and that is your competitor. So if you try to speak to yourself in the mirror, then no one is going to judge you, and you are talking to yourself. So you will build a connection with yourself, and while speaking, you will always feel the tendency, you will always have the urgency to speak in Hindi language, because that is occupied in your brain. Like you have to express certain feeling, and you always try to speak in Hindi language. But that's where you need to control yourself. That's where you need to push yourself. So these are the simple things that is very beneficial, and if you keep practicing these things, I'm sure that you will get amazing communication skills. So that's all that I needed to share with you. Thank you for staying with me. See you in next video.